Teacher, pictures cannot cause physical pain. Me.
That is like my fear. That's why I always, when I open a can, I try to find something flat and sturdy to wiggle in between and open it with, because I have long nails.
When I swallow my water weird and it creates the worst chest pain known to man. You have never felt true pain unless this happened to you.
But why would you put it on like that? You're always supposed to first, like the first sleeve, you're supposed to grab it with your hand, and while you're holding it, you put on the next layer.
Videos of animals hurting humans. Videos of humans hurting animals.
True.
Me puts on hand sanitizer. A cut I never knew existed. For anyone who has ever
That's
gotten
pain.
their finger stuck in one of these, you know what true
I've actually never done this.
pain is. A guy gets hit in the balls. Every guy within a mile radius. Getting up at 3 AM to go pee. The dresser waiting to say hi to your pinky toe again. Doctor, are you feeling any pain? Me, only the normal amount. The normal amount is 0. Never do this. No matter how bored you are, it hurts so much.
Does it?
I think I messed up. There's something truly evil about this image that
It does
inclines
hurt.
people to do what's depicted in the image. God, watching you fall in love with somebody he's going to use to hurt you for character development. Advantages of having a girlfriend. I don't know. I don't have one. Advantages of having a gaming PC. I don't know.
I don't have one.
Dude, your fly is down. Existence is pain
Oh, poor fly.
and suffering. Me, standing in a plank position for 2 minutes and I am already dying in pain. The dash hound, who has been in this position
Jealous.
all of his life.
Jealous.
What's more painful than heartbreak? Earphones with only one side working.
Yeah, that is
Kids
true
today
pain.
couldn't handle the pain of taking one of these bad boys to the shin.
What is this? Oh, is this the pedal to of the bicycle? Actually, I don't know. What am I looking at?
Pain affects men in 2 different ways. This is beyond pain. When I go to Starbucks and study soon, help me reject this boy. Oh my.
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
word. Girls. Men don't know what it's like to feel pain. Men.
That would hurt me too. That would hurt me too.
Men don't know what it's like to feel pain. Men. Has no legs. Climbs Mount Everest. What's your excuse? His legs don't hurt. Guys, when they see another guy getting hit in the nuts. Me. Hits elbow. My nervous system. Me. Hurting my own feelings by creating fake scenarios in my head.
I can relate.
You don't know pain until a little kid draws stick figures of the whole family and you're the only round one.
round.
Levels of pain. Slap.
Oh.
Childbirth. Kicked in the balls. Existence. Guys, is this bot even smart? Yes. Prove it. Which is heavier, a ton of rocks or a ton of feathers? I don't know, but they both weigh less than your mum. When it's 3 AM and you accidentally press restart instead of shut down and then Windows starts to update, who would win? One of the most complex and durable skeletal systems in nature. One Scooty boy. Mentally and physically, I'm this pie. I lost my job, my wife, my money, my house, my friends. I'm so depressed. Go to gym. Sleeping in is slowly killing you. Study finds. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Sleeping in slowly killing you. Oh.
Dude, did you flirt with my sister? Yes. You wanna die? Kinda? Bro, we talked about this. Removing the crust from your wound. Your blood platelets that have been working for days. Since I painted my
Sorry.
car, all the pedestrians move out of my way. That's weird.
Oh. Good idea.
Me, after doing absolutely nothing the whole day. Can you imagine years of intense training only to have this happen? Name a character who went through more pain than him. Why did they give cars a central nervous system? So they can feel pain? If you could be shot anywhere on the body, where would you choose? The head? Lol, no, I mean, where would you be shot to feel the least amount
The
of
least
pain?
amount?
I got you. The head. There must have been a painful story. 8-year-old me after a mosquito bite.
Drew, why do we do this? It just feels like it itches less.
For anyone who has ever gotten their finger stuck in one of these, you know what true pain is. I killed an oyster on purpose once. Smashed it with a rock. It's my one life regret. Oysters can't feel pain.
Oh, they
What about
can't?
my pain? What about my sorrow? Biblical. On a scale of 1 to America, how free are you to go on a date with me? North Korea.
North Korea?
Only people
Oh my
with
God.
glasses can understand this pain. If I punch myself and it hurts, am I too weak or too strong? Probably too stupid. Giving birth isn't as painful as being kicked in the nuts. Have you had a baby? No, but over the years, women say, let's have another one. I never hear a man say, come on, hit me in the nuts again.
Yeah, but that's different because the thing is you have a child in the end and the child makes you forget all of the pain. Like you're willing to go through the pain because in the end what you get is worth it. Well, I don't know how much pregnancy pain is, and I don't know how much pain it is to get hit in the nuts, but they're both painful and we shouldn't fight about it.
Again, macho men are ruining science by volunteering for pain studies to show how strong they are. When you've used 10 dams, 12 wows, and 26 yups, and they still won't shut up. Doctor, put a band-aid where it hurts. Me, crying in silence because my husband just found out the 3 kids I birthed are not biological.
Crying in silence because my husband just found out the 3 kids I birthed are not. Why are you crying? What the evil? That's all I can say.
His. Huh? You finally get a seat on the bus. 2 pregnant women, 3 wheelchair users, and 5 pensioners bored at the next stop. Top 5 essential jobs. And top 5 non-essential jobs, an artist being number 1. The artist, while designing the graphic of this poll. How I imagine depressed people look like. Dad tries on a suit. My family and furries. I can see despair in his eyes, and I can't even see his eyes.
I can see it too.
Finally, an aisle that caters to my needs. Eternal pain. Every girl is bi. Just gotta figure out if it's polar or sexual. My girl is bilingual. She speaks English to other dudes.
I am bilingual. Oh my god. I'm also bi.
Smiling through the pain. Me, after putting on my shoes with my fingers, instead of untying the tight shoelaces. Sometimes I just remember the fact that in French, pain means bread, and it makes me think about this picture a lot. Anyone else see the sad face though? Haha, you're right. I should have made a joke about that. A pretty lady in a restaurant just asked.
What was it? Wait, what was the joke about that?
Made a joke
Or is
about
that the joke? Oh my god,
A pretty lady in a restaurant just asked me, "Are you single?" I happily replied, "Yes." She took the extra chair in front of me. The pain in this picture. He's heartbroken. Pain. Agony, even. Ugh, I feel a sharp pain in my abdomen. It's possibly appendicitis. Does this hurt when I press here? As you get older, you're less likely to cry from physical pain, and more likely to cry from emotional pain. What girls think getting hit in the balls is like, versus what it's actually like.
The pain is not instant and it has different levels?
The pain gets worse with time. Pain.
What? I didn't know that. I thought it was gonna be instant.
Me 2 days after leg day. Me on leg day. No pain like a dad losing his muffin to a cat. Americans when they gain a foot. British when they gain a foot.
Wait, I don't get it. What's wrong with gaining a foot?
British when they gain a foot. Would you take pepper spray for extra credit? Pain is temporary. GPA is...
Would you take pepper spray for extra credit? No.
Forever. When you let out a huge fart and the pain in your stomach vanishes. During labor, the pain is so great that a woman can almost imagine what a man feels every day.
Pain is so great that huh?
I bite women. Only handle me if you're a man. The 3 stages of a Slurpee. Brain freeze, the pain. Man, this is good. Why am I just sucking air? Me, after choosing the kindness arc, even though I just went through the most diabolical and horrendous emotional pain. Did it hurt? Yeah, I was talking about the fall from heaven. It all hurts. My life is constant pain and suffering. Who the hell genuinely enjoys the taste of sour candy? Who the hell says, I am going to eat this sugary sweet covered in pain salt and I'm going to like it? Me, feed me the pain salt. If my eye isn't twitching, it's not sour enough. What would you choose? Never feel physical pain again. Be mentally healthy forever. I mean, this is common sense. You kind of need physical pain. I mean, you also need emotional pain too, I guess. That doesn't really correlate to health, right? You can still be sad and be healthy.
But you need the physical pain to know if something is wrong with your body. So yeah, you need it. Otherwise you don't get any signal.
Sad and be healthy. What's worse than a heartbreak? Changing the answer on a test that was originally correct.
That is so much pain.
That was originally correct. And suddenly, Bob found himself the topic of all the office gossip.
Why is he always... How is he... Okay.
Say goodbye to the roof of your mouth starter pack. Yeah, breakups hurt. But have you ever bought a game and the next day it gets a huge
I did!
discount? Me, finally gets 8 hours of sleep. My neck. Yeah, but you did it wrong. I was going to donate blood today, but they always ask way too many personal questions. Like, whose blood is this? And where did you get it? Someone donates 1 kidney.
Wait, are you just bringing a bag full of blood?
And is hailed as a hero. I donate 5 and get arrested. What 1960s architects thought their buildings would look like versus how they actually look like now. Rats will avoid actions that hurt others, even if it earns them a treat.
Oh! No! Oh my god!
6 times in the chest. Also character. Mild pain.
You realize you aren't your best friend's best friend. Oh.
Your salary won't be very good starting out. Is that okay? My performance won't be very good until it is. That okay? Doctor,
Sounds fair.
So how would you rate your pain? 0 stars. Would not recommend. The exact moment when you realize you speak 17 different languages. Me, Googling, why does my neck hurt? How to tape up your hands before a fight. Useful reference. Let's go beat up someone. But no, seriously. Does this prevent pain or something? What do these bandages actually serve? Pain and also making sure your wrist is good and
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, I think it's for that.
Will you press the button? Your life
My
ends
hands.
now, but you will feel no pain. It's just like you suddenly fell asleep forever. No. No matter how old I get, I will always be at least slightly convinced that I'm capable of hurting a stuffed animal's feelings. Suddenly memories of trying to fit all of my stuffed animals on my bed because I don't want any of them to feel left out. Toy Story mentally screwed a generation of kids. Happy New Year. Ooh, I'm
You?
starting off 2021 with a text from you.
Wow, wow.
Will the pain ever stop? This is not crazy. Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriends. 100 more.
What?
24-year-old me. TikTok is cringy. 10-year-old on TikTok. Okay, boomer. Me. When you can't focus on work because you haven't taken a break. When you can't enjoy your break because you haven't finished work. When the smart kid gets assigned to your group project of idiots for a project. Hi, Alex. How's your long weekend going? Freaking epic sauce. How was yours, beautiful? You weren't messing with epic sauce? Depressed people. Cheer up. Bruh. Graduation is tomorrow morning. I'll never order off Temu again.
Oh!
With a Smurf graduation outfit. What? My DS under my pillow. The hell is a DS? I hide my phone under my pillow.
Oh, no!
What is it? Nah.
No, they don't know what a DS is. It's already that time.
My dad likes to leave me messages in his Minecraft server. Why is this double wide? You don't have a girlfriend. After spending all his Toy Story
Damn,
money
Dad.
on women and
Okay.
drugs, Woody takes the bus to his new job at McDonald's. Me in the shower when I was a kid. Me in the shower now. Girls complaining how painful periods are. Me doing the deed with a headache.
Huh?
But one's a choice.
Yeah, that
stars.
one's a
Too
choice.
much pain. Causes too much pain and agony. Don't know why it's so popular nowadays. I'm just going to use toilet paper. How I fall asleep versus how I wake up. People on the internet on their way to tell a depressed person to hit the gym. Asteroid. Enters atmosphere. That one dinosaur who is depressed. Roses are red. TikTok is dead. I show my mum a meme for fun, but it turns into a lecture instead. I can't believe he did. This man found out that his shampoo has stolen his dandruff.
He was
Rides
attached
into
to it.
battle on a gym class butt scooter. Runs over finger. Fam! If you see me at work with this, mind your business. My ears hurt. By age 30, you should have lower back pain. One failed relationship that almost broke you, and a constant sense of dread about where society is.
Well, I hope you don't. That sounds sad.
Therapist. Evil chimneys aren't real. They can't hurt you. Evil chimneys. Adding LMAO does
I
not.
think the evil chimneys kind of look cute. Hold on. I want an evil chimney. They look cute.
Adding LMAO does not hide your hurt. Yes, it does. LMAO. What was the most painful essay you had to write about? The day I was friend-zoned by my crush, and then I had to write an essay about friends.
Ooh.
During labor, the pain is so great that a woman can almost imagine what a man feels like when all of his Lego gets stolen. My body is a temple of pain. My body is a temple of depression. Together, our powers combined, we are the average American young adult. Whenever a girl flirts with me, I immediately think it's some sort of sick joke where she's pretending to like me.
Okay, no, that's actually really sad. You deserve to be loved too, sad boy.
When it hurts, observe. Life is trying to teach you something. Girls during a breakup. I'll never love again. A week later. Is she with you? I thought she was with you. I'm so stressed that relaxing makes me more stressed because I'm not working on what's making me stressed. I have never came across a meme.
Oh my god, this is me daily.
More me
This is
than
me,
this.
yep.
Oh man, I think I just ran out of paint. I still have plenty of pain. You'll never understand my pain. Stepping on Lego. Sorry. Stepping in the pile of items you threw away to clean your inventory. Dirty is a concept invented by British imperialists to keep you from enjoying God's nectar. Swamp water. Stop drinking the swamp water. No pain, no gain. Cheers to the pain we choose to hide. If you're near a nuclear blast, you will die with no pain because the explosion will kill you faster than your brain detects pain.
You know, sometimes I do think about... Sometimes I think about this happening and then I'm like, you know what? If this happens, I hope I am like really close to it so I don't feel anything.
When you feel a sudden chest pain, today is the day. A whole message. Hurting them back will not heal your pain.
True, true, true. I always say that to other people too. Is it like really going to make you happier if you hurt them back? Don't think so. That's not gonna fix anything.
The employee, after putting back pain medication on the bottom shelf, name a character that went through more pain than him. Oh wait, when your girlfriend has pain in her feet and your masculinity isn't fragile, muscle stitch. What is a side stitch? A rare picture of a main character fighting the main villain in AOT. When you accidentally choke on your own saliva
I haven't watched Attack on Titan.
When you accidentally choke on your own saliva for no reason. The pain. Doctor, can you describe the pain? Me. I have a knife sticking into me. So is it a dull or sharp pain? Sharp, like a knife? Yes, exactly that. Proudly.
Like
it's my
knife.
first day. Appetizer. Main course. Living in PJs. What about you? Living in pain. My main source of annoyance lately. Can I borrow this shirt, Dad? Do not touch. Taking your mother to Chili's tonight. Like the Pain Harold found another monolith from Intergalactic Federation. Influences. You can't gain anything without pain. Me. Thankfully, I have a fast metabolism. When I feel a random pain in my chest. Me. My time has come. Why does Chris Evans always look like he's sobbing / screaming in pain when laughing? So 2-inch murder hornets are big, but my 2 inches are small. Yeah, okay. One stings with pain and the other with disappointment. Imagine eating your father to gain powers. At least I met my father. Movie taking place in post-apocalyptic
Wait, who was
setting.
that? I don't know who that is. Don't kill me.
Father to gain powers. At least I met my father. Movie taking place in post-apocalyptic.
Was this Attack on Titan? I don't know. Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
Movie taking place in post-apocalyptic setting. The main characters. I think my body just woke up one day and decided, I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be.
Yeah.
This is what my back needs. When you log back into your game and realize that your last 2 hours of play didn't
Ooh, that
save,
is
when
real
your 50
pain. That is
gigabyte
real
download
pain.
fails at 99%. When you think you're downloading something so you leave your PC or whatever console on overnight to
That is so annoying. You know what's even more pain? When you think you've clicked on the download button and you leave for hours only to come back and realize that you never clicked on it.
Me. I'm going to sleep early tonight. Me at 3 a.m. How to bite a mosquito bag. My friend crying from pain. Me, you put my RC car motor in his butt. You cannot handle the true power of spinjitzu. Where are you going so fast? To the PP. She touched his arm. Let's rename everyday objects. Bagel seeds. Snowman blood. Your next task is to fit into an established friend group. No. Dementia. Suffering. Pain. Gangster's paradise. Being an artist requires only 2 things. Art supplies and pain. I came up with this fun drinking game where every time you finish... Whoa! Oh my god, it's a moth. Hold on. Bro.
Oh. You scared me!
It's gone. Alright, I just hope it doesn't come back. I know where it's gone. I came up with this fun drinking game where every time you finish your drink, you drink another one until the pain goes away.
Oh.
So guys, pain goes away? Hard to swallow pills. Minecraft and other games you love will stop being updated someday, or even be removed or forgotten.
That always makes me sad to think about.
Me. Why does my back always hurt? My sleeping position? When you fall and scrape your knee and you already had a scab on it. When you stub your toe and hear a crack.
A crack!
You'll never be a 9-foot tall, 800-pound genetically modified space race.
Is this a reference to something? Because I don't know.
Racist. Stress laxing. Being stressed, that relaxing makes you more stressed because you're not working on what's making you stressed.
Oh my god! Is that what I'm having? I'm stress laxing?
Me, after learning why chainsaws were invented.
Why were chainsaws invented? In 1782, Scottish doctors invented the prototype of the chainsaw not to cut down trees or clear debris. No, John and James invented the hand crank chainsaw to cut through the pelvises of delivering mothers who were having trouble pushing their babies.
Me, does literally nothing. Random part of my body. I said we hurting today. Where does it hurt? Headache, stomachache. Making a movie reference and being the only person in the room old enough to understand.
You know what feels equally painful? When someone is making a movie reference and everyone in the room understands it, except you.
Me, rips up my drawing because I messed it up. The guy I'm tattooing. Who are 2 people that actually did match each other's freakiness? Me, leaving the house without breakfast, dehydrated, and on 3 hours of sleep. For anyone buying these chairs, please make sure you don't buy the cheap ones. You can only imagine the horrors I survived this morning. Yeah, breakups hurt. But have you ever came across a meme that you would have sent to a person you don't talk to anymore? If you think stepping on a Lego hurts, then you don't know Jack. I don't want to know Jack.
I don't know Jack
want to play
either.
Jack. Go away. Someone hurts a dog. John Wick. I think this is like 99% of people with anyone hurting some sort of animal.
Yep.
Back pain.
Yep.
Have you tried remove human spine? Painkiller companies after inventing pain. Pain in English. Pain in French. Like it was actually evil. Wait, it makes sense. Did you
Wait, what did that say? Agony nipple, plastic fang, spite edge, hurty surface, murder cavity.
Did you submit the project? Just submitted it now. We're done. Yay, have a good break. You too. Also, this is a bit random, but let me know if you ever want to talk more. Working with you was fun. We should. You could introduce me to your hot friend. You could
Ow!
use Thunderbolt. Pain scale will be like, apparently getting kicked in the balls doesn't hurt as much as childbirth. Oh, someone's calling me. Bruh, how do you talk to girls? On God, women scare me. Whenever some chick in school acknowledges my existence, my eyes start watering and like, am I allergic to females? I told my mum about it and she just started dying, bruh. I'm out here getting clowned by my own mum. I have experienced pain too. Oh, here it comes. That swing had more screen time.
Swing.
Maybe I should do Naruto memes because it is my favorite anime of all time. When you're a boy. So no one cares if... No, we care.
I care.
And if no one cares, I care.
Yeah,
Me,
I
about
care
to
too.
fall
So we have
asleep.
2 people.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
I don't know where it is. Where is this bastard? Bastard of a creature. Oh my god. It's disrupting me.